Hey guys, this is Crow. Welcome to Promo Look At. These are basically videos that I do for tabletop gaming, and without further ado, today's promo we're going to be looking at is for the Grimm Forest, a game by Tim Esnier. And the promo we're going to be looking at is a Fable card, which I really like how Fable cards look like because of the simple fact that the background looks like if it's a book, because we're going to open it, and then when we flip it, we're going to look at All Hallows Eve. So basically, All Hallows Eve is a picture with the big bad wolf over here. There's a pumpkin, the trolls in the back. There's a wolf over here, and the dragon's in the back. There's a moon, and they're in the town. So basically, they're going to haunt the town. Basically, that's what it's signifying right there. Because what they're going to do here is going to be nasty. So when revealed, play on the location stays in play until discarded. Monsters are not removed from the locations at the end of the gather phase. That is really, really mean. So before we start playing our cards, we all basically select our locations, but the fables are going to flip. Once the fables start flipping, then all of a sudden, then we're going to basically start setting up the things. And I'm going to say this little piggy right here selected All Hallows Eve. So before we even gather the resources, he basically gets to choose and say, all right, I'm gonna put the wolf on this location. So now the wolf is gonna be permanently on that location until this card is basically revealed when it says monsters are not removed. So end of gather phase, any player who is alone in this location searches the deck for a monster card and puts it in their hand. So if I was alone, but it's not going to count now because it was just set up in this. So it's in the gather phase. So even though the gather phase is right now, and then I take my resources, this person's not going to take their resources. The thing is, I can no longer activate that card the moment I got it activated in the beginning. So I have to wait until next turn. So when everybody else goes in next turn, if there were two people here, and then the other people went here, nobody can get this card. But that still puts the market at a disadvantage because the market's going to say, hey, I'm going to stay right here and you can't remove me. So how do we discard it? It says right here, All Hallows Eve, if there's are 3 or more monsters in play at the end of the gather phase. So basically, the only way we're going to discard this card is we have to make sure somebody's in there by themselves. Then all of a sudden they draw the next monster, I'm going to say, because they're going to look through all of this just to look for the monster. And they can select whatever monster they want. So I'm going to say I'm going to choose the big bad wolf now. So now that I chose the big bad wolf, I'm going to say I'm going to put him in bricks. So get your miniature, put it there. Now there's 2. So now everybody's going to start jumping to go to these locations. So it's going to be a little harder to get rid of this because people are going to be like, well, I don't want to go to these 2 locations because now it's going to be very, very hard. So somebody has to basically go here in order for this to activate one more time. And then I'm going to say this time I'm going to get the dragon and be even more mean and put him on the fields. So now that he's in the fields, the dragon's going to be here, and all of a sudden by the end of the gather phase, all of this gets discarded, but they already do all the nasty damage they have to do. So it's a really mean card. I mean, this is by far one of the meanest cards in the game. I mean, you can say there are other cards that are more mean, but this one actually leaves the big baddies in the field. So it's like, wow, that's pretty tough right there. So how was this card available? Can I still get my hands on it? And how did it come out? Well, it came out in PAX Unplugged 2018. In PA, that's where I basically got this card. James Hudson gave it to me, and I was so happy because I was like, whoa, this card is really mean. And he goes, yeah, this is a mean card. Enjoy it in your game and try it out. And here I am explaining it to you guys. It's a really mean card. I mean, it's by far one of my favorite cards, you could say, when it comes to the trick-taking and making sure you're being evil, because you can say, well, I'm going to put the big bad wolf over here, and all of a sudden nobody's going to want to go here, but this is going to be activated. And if anybody needs wood or brick, let's just say wherever you put it, you can strategize to that, and then all of a sudden now it's going to just start hurting that one specific area. So it's actually it could be a double-edged sword, but it can be also a card that can be used so strategically that it can help you in many ways. So The other way, another thing about it is you can sleeve the cards if you want in a standard Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon sleeve. So I like that. Is this card still available? Yes, it's still available, but not like the means that you can get it like at a store or something. You can still get it at eBay, and there are people who still sell it in the geek market. So you can get it in those, or you can try your luck in the convention and go to the Druid City Games section and see if they still have some of these, because that's how I got it. But if you don't go to conventions and you want to purchase it, there is still available. I believe they're around 10 to 15, so it varies, not counting shipping or taxes. So it is a good card. Do I highly recommend it? Does it change the game? It changes the game to being more of a nasty, but doesn't change it to like dramatically, because the nasty cards are going to be there. The trick taking to this game is always going to be there. But how this card is, there is no other card in this whole thing that activates like this. And even if I will say the market is no longer available, now we have 3 locations where the baddies can be. It's going to be a really, really, really tight and very frustrating game, because even if you're with 2 players or 3 players, it's going to be very tough. With the 4th player, it's still going to be a little bit tough. So I really, really like this card. So that's why I'm doing it in Halloween. So happy Halloween, guys. And let us know in the comments below. Do you recommend getting All Hallows Eve for the Grimm Forest and trying it out for yourselves? Well, let everybody know in the comments below, and let them know, yeah, you should purchase it. It's an awesome card. I agree that you should get it. If you like the nastiness of this game and you want to be a little bit more evil, go right ahead. But with that being said, I got a special thanks for you guys for watching. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you guys next time.